Hi, guys. Welcome to the third podcast for Evolve and Execute with Rajiv Bajaj. Today, we are having a topic of courageous leadership as to how to make confident decisions when the path is unclear. And today, we have Mr. Arunava Mukherjee with us. Welcome, Mr. Mukherjee, to our podcast.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Bajaj. I'm really, it's my honor to have these discussions, and it's my privilege that I should be able to add some value to the audience that how will the courageous leadership goes for.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Can you briefly introduce yourself to the audience so that they know to whom they're talking to?
Sure. Sure. I'm Arunava Mukherjee. Basically, I'm a science chemistry graduate, along with an MBA from Symbiosis and along with some additional different courses from different places. I'm in Lagos Business School, and along with some different school. My experience, professional experience, is almost 34 years. That is predominantly with FMCG, automobile tires, and FMCD, fast-moving consumer goods. I have the experience of pan-India, entire India I have operated. I have operated for the entire Africa, as well as Middle East, as well as Bangladesh and China. Presently, I am holding a position of a senior general manager of Rubber King Tyre Group based at Ahmedabad. And this is all about me. I'm having a family of my two kids, so they are all settled. One is at Bangalore, one is at Kolkata. And my wife is as a school teacher out here in Ahmedabad. This is all about me. I love exploring the new markets. That is my another things, traveling. And I want to mix up with the people and motivate people, at least whatever the path I have followed.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. And I'm sure our audience will learn from your journey and from your experience in the various industries and across the globe. Sir, could you please share what is the boldest decision you have made recently, whether in business or in life, whatever?
See, boldness is required in all parameters. Let me tell you very frankly, it's not only professional but also personal. Not recently, but past. See, if you are talking about the bold decision, I have taken my bold decision first thing that I will be coming into the field of marketing. That is another first bold decision I have taken in my initial age. Then whenever I'm in the organization and whenever I'm growing with the organization, I found so this India is okay. Now let's take a bold decision to take some different challenge. So I have taken another bold decision in the mid of my career. That's going to Africa and explore Africa. Now, why Africa? Why am I highlighting Africa? That was my boldest decision. Why? But the reason behind that Africa is a continent of a diverse culture, It's the business environment is completely different, the vastly different culture than India. And the challenge was a defining moment for me at the time, adopting their way of life, building relationship, understanding the market dynamics. Both requires resilience and agility at the time. Actually, it ultimately strengthened my leadership skills and ability, honest ability to navigate the international business landscape. So I have worked in India. Now I thought this is the challenge I am going to take. This is my bold decision I am going to take. Now another bold decision, whenever you're talking about after working that continent, working in the entire Western Africa, then Eastern Africa, whenever there is another challenge came, COVID, we all face that challenge,
Yeah.
So that time the people are scared. Everybody is scared because that was really pandemic situations at that time. So I have taken a call that time I have got an offer from Bangladesh. I said, let's go to Bangladesh because I need to come back from Africa because my parents were there. So that time I have taken a call to go to Bangladesh, explore the entire Bangladesh market. So successfully during the COVID period, I have taken another bold decision that I have explored that market, which is very close to India, which was a part of India, but the culture is completely different. Though I am a Bengali, I thought I'll be getting a Bengali culture. The perceptions of people, the life, the market, the dynamics is completely different. So these are the bold steps. And recently, when my father expired, I thought I should come back to India. I would like to join Rubber King, adding value to the system, whatever the skills and experiences I have, at least I should create a legacy to a growing organization. So these are the different bold steps. Sometimes you have to take a call that whether I'm going to take the step or not. So I have taken this kind of bold steps for my entire
Fantastic.
career.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. And when we talk about courageous leadership, I think the business environment is also very important. And
Mhm.
recently, you understand the world is going through a very, very uncertain business environment. So,
Correct.
how would you define courageous leadership in today's unpredictable business environment?
See, Mr. Bajaj, it's indeed nice to get these questions in front of me. Courageous leadership is all about taking ownership, embracing the uncertainty, basically, and making the decisive moves despite, the incomplete informations you are having. And then it's the ability to inspire and give the confidence to your team while navigating an uncharted territory. This is for me at least. This much I can say. And in this volatile business environment, the courage isn't about. It's not about the recklessness. It's about a calculated boldness and making a decision move that yes, uncertainty is there. The ultimate thing can be failure, but failure will be giving you a lesson. At least you will be double cautious whenever you are going to take the next step. So courageous step and the boldness you need to take. So this
Perfect,
is all
perfect.
about me, what we are talking about, my calculative boldness is concerned. See, it's navigating the team and the direction of your flow and make the team flow with your direction, though the things are uncertain, but you cannot rely on data always. There are some
Absolutely.
data predicts something, and your aspirations and your gut feelings are saying something. This is the combination of the things.
Perfect, sir. Perfect. Is there any particular experience that shaped your view on making bold decisions?
Uh, See, uh, there are certain things, like I'm giving a classic example. People are saying that I'm giving a classic example of Nigeria. People are saying Nigeria as a country, oh yeah, people do not understand them. That place is very insecure. Okay. And if you are going to the interior parts of Nigeria, because any companies and every companies are trying to focus on metropolis, and
Yeah.
whenever you are entering and penetrating to the all 36 of states of Nigeria, they are having completely different culture, different religion, different languages. But ultimately, people's business sense and people, if you are empathize to the people, if you are giving the business strategy and the relationship, those courage you need to require. They should feel that yes, you are saying something sense, and then they will be coping up with you. So this
Yeah.
kind of things what had happened with my life experience. So this I can share.
Perfect. Perfect. Sir, there is a lot of intuition which is required for taking bold decisions. And of course, sometimes you take bold decisions using data. So, when faced with limited information, how do you decide whether to trust your instincts or wait for more data?
And listen, the great leaders blend intuition with analysis. Okay, data is essential. But data rarely paints a full picture. Data cannot depict a complete picture. I rely and I have relied on my years of experience, market pattern, the gut feelings to make the timely decision. Delay can often more, delay can often more losses. The delay means lost opportunities for you. So this kind of data, you need to assume your data is a backbone. Data is a fast stepping stone where you are putting your leg, and then you are going forward with your intuition and adjusting that what you can do, the urge on yourself, and what is the strategies you are giving to your team or to yourself to make the things happen. So the balancing the data, rationalizing the data along with your intuition, rationalizing the data, what are the trends normally the other people are following. Now I'm giving you a story of Akbar and Birbal. It's a contra story. So, I
Mhm.
mean, if somebody one day Akbar asked how many crows are there in crows and there in Agra, so
Mhm.
nobody has given to answer. Birbal said, "Well, this is the crow. So this number of crows are there. How are you sure for that?" No, if I thought put somebody to count, so you have to take that initiative. See, this thing can possible. This is an opportunity for us. Until unless we dig the opportunity, how do we get it? So that
Right.
courage you need to take to dig that opportunity that you are mining, and you should find a gold.
Perfect, perfect. Sir, can you share some real life example where following your intuition, it paid off and it was really a good decision?
Well, again, I'm talking you a part of. It's a very, very good story. I mean, it's a real life story. The COVID period, everybody said, "Sir, nothing can be done. People are holding everywhere," and my production factory and all those things. We are having huge production at that time, and I'm
Yeah.
having a stock of almost 350 crores in my warehouse, and that's the month of March. I mean, March and
Mhm.
April. I'm
Mhm.
talking about 2020. So that's a
Right.
crucial period. So how the delivery can be progress? I said, let's take a challenge. Let's take a call because we will be putting all the goods from the warehouse and we'll be spreading all over the Bangladesh. Bangladesh is having districts and Thana wise things. From there, whenever I have started the initiative and whenever these things have taken places, all the people, all the other competitor company have started the things making it happen from 12 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning, all the distribution finished and people will have been selling the goods. At that time, if I would have not have taken that call, in that case, entire stocks were being stuck, the depreciation is going to things, and a lot of loss was going to make for the company. So suddenly you
Yeah.
need to take some courageous move. Yeah, what can be the worst? The worst is I cannot do it. That anywhere and everybody is apprehended that this cannot be done. So if we can do it, that is the milestone you are going to achieve. That is the success
Absolutely.
stories you are going to share.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the real example of success comes with
There are
lots of
there are
bold
plenty. I said I'm
decisions.
giving that as a pandemic period. I have given that
Right.
example. There are
Right.
there are plenty of examples.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. And sir, when risk and failures happen, you have to take a calculative decision making. So risk and failures go hand in hand. And as you know, that handling of the risk is very, very important, and that's the boldest
Correct.
way to manage things. So, how do you assess risk quickly without failing into analyzing analysis paralysis or getting stuck into that situation?
No, see, analysis is definitely every. See, nothing is foolproof, sir. If you are taking your courageous move, nobody is 100% successful in this world. That everything will be perfectly hypothetical, and this is going to take. It's not a physics or chemistry what we are talking about. We are
Right.
talking about the management of people. We are talking about the management of business. We are talking about management of internal and external factors. So
Yeah.
basically, risk assessment should be structured yet agile. I personally feel. I break down into impact versus probability always, always, and then I ask, what is the worst could happen? If the downside is manageable and the upside is game changing, I go for it. 90% cases, I'll be successful. 10% cases, if I'm being a failure, in that case, if my team is being failure, I should back up with the team. Okay, this thing has happened, nothing is foolproof. This is our experience. This 10% gap, what we have done, we should not repeat. We should learn from certain experiences from this. And next time, we should not feel to repeat that same mistakes. The mistakes are very common to our as human, and we need to back up the team and we need to back up the people along with your entire departments. Yes, we are there. We have done it 90% successful. We have done 10% wrong. Yes, how do we manage and bridge the gap of 10%? That is the call. Then that time my job is much more easier.
Right, perfect. That's a very, very bold way of putting things across. So, what is your approach in to handling the decisions that didn't turn out to as planned or they failed or something like that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your point.
What is your approach for handling decisions that didn't turn out as planned?
See, approaching to the decision is transparency is the conviction of are the key. That is the transparency and convictions are the basic keys. I
Yeah,
explain why behind this any decision if I'm taking
yeah, yeah,
and align with our larger vision. I would like to depict the picture. What is the vision? Why I am taking this decision and ensure that each and every people, my team, in every department, associate, and they should seize the opportunity in the challenges. Challenges are everywhere, but finding the opportunity in the challenges is the call. What you need to take. I mean, owning mistakes openly also builds the credibility. And whenever you are generating that trust on the team, you are depicting this is the challenge and overcoming the challenge is the game changer, then everybody will love to go it.
Yeah, yeah, very nice. So, sir, the communication of decisions and also is very important, because if the communication is not perfect, the people, they don't tend to take wrong interpretation of the decision. So once you have made a decision, how do you communicate it confidently to your team, especially when it's a tough call?
So again, Mr. Bajaj, I am coming to my good old book story. Like two things are very important. One is transparency and one is convictions. These are two tools, two keys. If you can explain the why reason behind the decision you are taking, it may be boldest or whatever. If you know that you are diving to an unknown sea, the
Yeah,
tides are horrible, the tsunamis are coming. But if your transparency is there, why you are diving, and your
yeah,
conviction is there for the yourself and your entire bonding with the team, that case, I mean, it's very easy. You are giving the larger vision, and yeah, I mean, if you are talking about this thing, this communication will, you need to guide, you need to empathize, you need to handle the people. Sometimes some people will be definitely coming with a lot of resistances. I mean, definitely it happens to the things.
right, right.
So these things are, I mean, it's only your conviction and your transparency and why you are taking this call and what is the vision behind it, what are the challenges you are going to face, known and unknown, and if at all with success, what is the outcome we have to gain. That picture has to be very clear.
Yeah, yeah. So resistance to the decision, as you mentioned, is a very natural thing. People, they resist change. They don't. One of the thing which is being taught to the directors across the world is how to manage the change.
Yeah.
And so how do you manage resistance or pushback without losing momentum?
Things, I mean, what I personally follow, Mr. Bajaj, change is inevitable. That is the
Yeah,
only constant in any environment.
yeah,
That is the only constant. And resistance is very natural, as you have rightly said. I encourage open dialogue, but remain firm on my direction. Direction is important. It's not the decision.
yeah,
If I have decided something, encourage with the open dialogue, get feedback, corrective feedback. It may be positive, it may be negative, it may be whatever. You should sit with that. You farm on your direction. The decision is already being formed. That's why you are communicated clearly. When the resistance will be coming, show them the direction. The leader's job is to acknowledge the concerns, while keeping the team focused on the execution. The execution should not be hampered. Let the team keep focusing on the execution part. In that case, that is going to happen very, very naturally. Yeah, I mean, see, anywhere, if you are buying a pure bag of rice also, you may see a black grain. It's our job. We cannot eliminate that black grain. We should boil the whole rice. So
right.
it's a team game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very powerful statement there. And I think, the decisiveness in the decision making and building that decisiveness is a skill which leaders acquire over a period of time. When I started my career, I also was, struggling with few initial decisions, but then we found that decisiveness in the opinions which were floating around us. So, in your opinion, is decisiveness a natural trait or a skill that leaders can develop?
Decisiveness is it's absolutely a skill, sir. That cannot be owned. I mean, that can be honed. I mean, basically, it comes from your institution, and it can be learned. It can be adapted. It can be. If you are seeing the world, you see, whenever a baby is born, he is crawling first. Then before he is standing, then he starts running. So this is
Yeah,
the phases. And this is some natural risk appetite should be there. Decision making improves with the experiences, basically. And two more things are very important, what I personally feel, that is self discipline and strategic thinking. See, both
yeah,
the things has to work simultaneously. Then only you can take this kind of decision making kind of things. First, you should be clear by your heart what you are going to do, how you are going to do that. That flowchart has to be come to your mind. then only you
Yeah.
can take a hard decision. So hard or soft or whatever the decision, bold decision, if you're talking about, you can only take whenever you are having the confidence. See, being a mentor or a coach, first you know how to know the art of playing. You do not know, you do not mean to know that what is the actual technical playing. You need to know the art of playing. And if somebody is more skillful than you should teach him that yes, this is the way you need to do it. This is the technicality, this is the turbulences, these are the things. So basically what I personally think, somebody is a born leader, born decision maker, or born challenger. They can cope up, and somebody is nurturing with his experience. So it's a blend of all, First of all, the attitude comes whether I'm skillful. Second thing is becoming whether my decision is for the greater goal.
Yep.
And third thing will be coming definitely what I personally believe, self-discipline and strategic thinking. If you are not disciplined by yourself, in that case, you cannot do anything, because if the pilot is wrong, and the entire plane will be shaping in the wrong chair.
Perfect. So, as you said, strategic thinking is very, very important, because people, they tend to not be very curious about learning these skills, and their curiosity level sometimes is limited. And there's an age-old saying that if you are not curious, you don't have information, and if you don't have information, you cannot have that kind of strategic
Exactly.
thinking.
Rightly said, Mr.
So,
Bajaj. One more thing I would like to add here. See, these are the things. It cannot come by whims and fancies. It should not become with whims and fancies. Strategic
right.
thinking is absolutely required. A brain flowchart, what you are going to do, how you are going to do, that is very. It's not that one fine morning I decide that I'm going to do it. It's nothing that easy. You need to have a data on that. You need to analyze the data. You need to think strategically. Then you need to make the progressive flowchart, how you are going to do it. Then you make a bond with the team, and then you progress.
Absolutely. You have to carry your team along with it and build their conviction to that decision. So, what practical steps can emerging leaders take to build this skill, the skill of?
Uh, my vision on this is very practical. Make small, very small, quick decision daily to build the confidence fast. That is the first step. Seek mentorship. Nobody is a god, Everybody needs a mentor. Everybody. Reflects and thought from the past choices to understand what worked and why. You should analyze what has worked for you and why it has worked for you. That will give you much more confidence. Anybody.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
trust your judgment. Trust your judgment. Waiting for perfect data. Often it leads to stagnation also, but trust your judgment. Wait for the perfect data. What you have judged, what you have done, get the data with the time. Otherwise, this is my key point, what I personally observe, nothing else.
Perfect, sir. Perfect. I think you really hit the nail on the head that you must, work on a strategic frame of mind to reach somewhere.
Correct.
So what do you think? What is your one piece of advice to the leaders who are struggling with indecisiveness, or who are not able to manage their thought well? So, what is one that clear advice to all of them?
I should advise, I should suggest the bold decision defines a great leadership. Indecision is the enemy of the progress, what I personally found. And accept there is no decision is 100% certain. No decision is ever 100% certain. Have the courage to act, the resilience to pivot, and the confidence to own the outcome. In the end, leadership is all about moving forward, not standing still. So think, every time think. What are the things you have done in past? What are the things given you success for the past? Success. And success is not a destination, it's a continuous journey. You need to think every moment. How? Today has gone. Today has gone. Nobody will, people hardly remembers history. People will be what is happening today. People are born for today, not for the history, not for the future.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is that one word you would
One word
say?
one word I should must say: move forward. Think strategically, think boldly, do not stand still. The thought process should continue with different parameter. You make the permutation combination in your mind before you take that decision. But after taking the decision, do not go back.
Perfect,
Be
perfect, sir.
strict on it.
I think that's very insightful, and we had a very perfect and clear discussion on how to move forward on courageous leadership. So thank you, Mr. Mukherjee, for sharing your insights on this very interesting topic. And I'm sure our listeners will, stay tuned for the next episode of, the Evolve and Execute with Rajiv Bajaj, where we will try and bring and explore the new areas of management, new areas of leadership, new areas of real life challenges, and how to lead more effectively, and how to survive in today's uncertain world. I
Correct.
think that's the theme we are trying to touch upon. Thank you, Mr. Mukherjee, and do stay
Thank you, Mr.
in
Rajiv.
touch with us.
I'm really grateful and honored to be a part of your this journey of evolve and execute with Rajiv Bajaj. Indeed, it's my great privilege to be a part of it, and I would love to share my thought process. Whatever I share, it's my life story. I didn't get it from the management book. Whatever the real life picture, what I have seen and what I'm executing, I just share, and I'm really grateful to be a part of this kind of conversation. I'm thankful to you and your entire team to make this things happen. Wish you very all
Thank
the
you.
best and have a nice weekend.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much, sir. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.
Sure.